Today, I've decided to try something that I've received quite recently. It's called MonkeyFeet, and they've been sent to me by the company to try it out because they thought that it'd be quite appropriate for aerialists to use them to work out and stretch. So they are really funky boots that you put on your feet and you put weights on them. So luckily, I got myself a pair of weights at home, so that means I can do a really nice home workout here. I really like this. So I will be doing just a tryout and I'll review this because I haven't really had the chance to use them that much. I've actually used them with my clients a little bit, but I haven't used them myself that much. I've tried a few things, but not really like done a proper workout. So today, I think what I'll be doing for my workout, I'll be doing mostly a bit of legs. We're gonna be working on the hip flexor, on the hamstring, on the glutes, and I will be reviewing how it feels. What I've noticed with these is they're not like ankle weights, so don't think that it's actually an ankle weight because I've noticed that an ankle weight you can put quite a heavy weight. But when I was using this with my clients and myself, a heavy weight that I would put on an ankle weight is feeling way too heavy for these boots. I think it's because the weight is located around the heel. So this is a very interesting way to explore that as well. I thought that was quite an interesting feeling to have this weight. I've invested because, like I said, I wanted to have the ability to wear them at home. So I've invested in a pair of dumbbells where the weight can click off and on like this. And my weight goes up to about 5 kilos. So I can put up to 5 kilos per dumbbell on this one. So I just find this on Amazon really. They're like clip-ons. On Amazon I found some with PU, so you know, like the plastic handle. But the reason, and they were cheaper, the reason why I didn't go for the PU handles is because to me that sounds like just a bit of like a fancy thing if you are like got sensitive hands. However, as aerialists and as just regular people, one, PU doesn't make any sense. Two, I think the durability is a lot less interesting with PU because you would be getting the plastic to kind of fade or get dirty or even rip off the handle. So I thought that wasn't going to be great, especially if I use them with the boots, and I use them quite consistently. So I've invested in a higher, more expensive pair. I think this one was about £69 the pair. But considering the amount of home workouts I do, you know, I've got two kettlebells of 8 kilos, I've got two 10 kilo dumbbells, and I've got this at 5, which goes quite low until 5. This is really a nice way to complete my kit. So if you are interested, those are nice. The boots, however, I think are a bit more expensive. I think they're about £150 a pair, so I feel extremely blessed to have received this as a gift. I don't have any affiliate account for them. I don't have any affiliate account for this equipment at all. This is just for me to be reporting on what I buy and if you decide to get it for yourself. So, I don't know how to do this. I think I might try with some glute kicks first. So I'm going to actually use my shoes. Usually when I work from home, I just wear bare feet. But in this instance, I've tried them bare feet and you can, but I think it's better to wear the shoes with. So they kind of works a bit like a rollerblade, like a roller skate if you've ever done that. I think I just outed myself properly as a millennial now because I used to rollerblade a lot. So you start with the actual weight on the boot. So this way it kind of clips on. So it has this sort of really cool design where it's like a claw and it does claw into the shoe. I've seen that they've done a new model where it looks a bit like this actually. It's got removable weights. So before I put these, I think I'm going to start easy. I'm actually going to put 1, 2, so it's 5, 4, 3. Let's do 3 kilos. 3 kilos, so I'm going to remove the disc. I'm going to try 3 kilos on each boot. And what I'll do is attempt at having a superset each time. Let's just try 3 superset each time. This way I won't do an excessively long workout just because I have to go back to work after this anyway. And also I don't want to tire myself out too much. So let me put my little workout on my... There we go. All right, so once they're clocked in, yeah, I put them in like this. Then you have the top of the boot that comes on top of your shoe, and then there is a little clipper here. So I think as well what I've done with, so then you kind of crank it up. I think with my clients, I've done one boot and then the other boot, we've done single leg. In this instance, because I'm gonna start on my knees, I'm gonna start on all fours, I can go with both, but then we might be removing it eventually because for some exercises, it's not really convenient to have both on. So you see, because you're kind of like tiptoeing. So that's why also the shoes are a little bit more appropriate for usage of this equipment. And I crank it up, So just like rollerblade, man. Yeah, so they look, this is what it looks like once they're on. And like I said, I'm only like having 3 kilos, and I'm not lying, this actually feels already pretty heavy. So if I do like hip flexor marches, I'm already feeling the weights here. So it is quite heavy. All right, so what I'm gonna do as my first exercise is I'm gonna come on all fours, and then I'm gonna do the same leg and then switch. I'm going to start with a donkey kick and a fire hydrant. So starting on all four, let me see. Ooh, okay, so it is like very different from an ankle weight because you push from the heel, so that's interesting. Actually, instead of doing a fire hydrant, here's what I'm gonna do. Whoa, it goes hard pretty fast if I have to be honest. Let me do 2 more reps. Wow. So 8 reps at 3 kilos and I'm already struggling. So instead, I'm gonna straighten that leg away and back. Ooh, wow. And 2. My hamstring is on fire right now. And 3. See here, obviously I'm trying to control it as much as possible. And 4. It's the control that's actually quite hard because you want to try and stay stable. Oh, I'm just like, I'll just go 1 more and that's it. So I can only do 6 reps and 8 of the donkey kick other side. Oh, wow. 1. I'm flexing my foot here to lift 2. It's a very, very different feeling. Wow, honestly, it's very weird because the weight wants to do that, yeah? So I have to control to keep my knee at kind of 90 degree. 2 more. Oh, wow, this is actually quite hard. 8, and then I'm gonna go extend, and squeeze, and extend. That hamstring has to really squeeze here, so I'm trying to not pop down too much or collapse with my back. So this is all in my hamstring. 1 more. Yeah, I'm glad I tried. I could do 8 reps with this one on my right, but I'm glad I started with the left because I don't think I could have done up to 8 repetitions for that hamstring here. So I'm going to do the other leg again. So this time I just keep it up because the other leg is not working. Wow. I'm really surprised at how the level of control it requires for your body to be able to hold and move around with this. So this is really interesting because again, I could easily go 5-6 kilos on the ankle, but here, wow, it's like 3 kilos already feeling each time here. So if you don't know, obviously I've got a little patella issue here, so my kneecap always clicks. This is really good to strengthen the hamstring though. I'm enjoying that, especially here. This is like my injured leg. Well, I've got both surgeries, but this one is the knee as well. Wow. Oh, this is horrible. It got hot really fast, I will not be lying. Right, I need to move on to the other leg straight away. I feel like I'm doing a bit like a reformer Pilates style. It's very cool. I'm actually looking forward to trying the stretches as well. Good. One more. And then we would extend and bend, extend and bend, extend. Wow. My leg wants to really go down here. So here I'm kind of like pointing to engage in my glutes as well. Last one. Okay, I need to actually take a breath before I do my third round. Oh, this is incredible. Oh. Well, I realized I should have kept my, because I think I'm going to try some leg extensions as well. Interesting. I quite like it. It's a very different sensation. So I think like with aerial as an aerialist, what I do like with this one is using it when you do your conditioning. So with your knee tucks, leg lifts, and so on. I think it will be very useful to strengthen the core, strengthen your hip flexors, and try in a whole lot of hanging positions, flares, and things of that sort, right? Because when you do it with heavier weight, I was trying to get people to do inverts with them. So that will probably be in another video where I'm actually going to try this properly in the gym. This is just like a home workout, first impressions. But I'm definitely going to try in my aerial conditioning, pull-up, press-ups, chin-ups, and knee tucks. All right, let's do that third round. Oh. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it in terms of control. I'm definitely sweating. I know it's hot outside, but still. Extending nice and slow. Squeezing into the glute. This left glute doesn't fire up as much. Wow, this extension is crazy. I can't wait to try and find other exercise here. Wow, extending that leg. Wow, the glutes and the hamstring here. Wow, and change. Wow, this is very, very strong. Whoa, very, very strong. Donkey kick. I need to have a look at my pelvis as well, make sure I'm not collapsing my pelvis down too much so I don't load my lower back, because I can feel it. I can feel here my lower back wants to try and like take that load, especially here when I extend. Ooh. Squeezing into the glute. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, nice. All right, I think my second round here, I'm gonna try to do something more related to the conditioning. Oh, that came off. So the way it comes off as well is because when you press on here, it will kind of come off. So that's what I think I did by kneeling. Let me just put it back on. I'm gonna try and do some more sort of core, floor core, thinking about leg. But in that, I'm gonna remove another weight because I think otherwise I'm gonna suffer too much. I don't think I can do 6 kilos. These are like really genius as well. Removing and removing. All right, so here I'm gonna try lying down, legs up. I'm not wearing the right top for this. I'm not, and it's stabbing me in the back. So, wow, this is very, again, I think I'm gonna really struggle. This is like the minimum. I think it's just 2 kilos. And I'm already feeling really hard. So I think I'm gonna go with a bit of core conditioning here, holding behind my head. And I think I'm gonna do a bit of like, kind of leg stretches, letting my legs come down and back up. Whew. This is actually real intense. Yeah, so when I was talking about invert, this can be really good. Wow. Wow, I can definitely feel my core holding me in place. Last one. Good, okay. And then from here, what can I do? Something that's not too demanding. Can I do maybe some single leg glute bridge? What do we reckon here? It's not the most appropriate to be on that foot, but if I flex, can I do this? Yeah, I think I could do this. I'm trying to make my workout easy. Ooh. Good. And then I'm going to change side. Yeah, so this is really good for some good leg activation. So I'm trying to find the right angle. I can lift my leg. I'm so shaky, look at this. Stabilizing that leg. It's interesting. Whoop. Last one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, very nice. All right. So I am sweating. My heart rate is not like high. I think it goes more on the lines of skills and Pilates kind of work, I would say. I'd say it's quite nice to get a feel of adding weights. It feels really good for progressive overload on certain movements, right? So here as well, you know, after we can kind of like take the hands off today, I'm still gonna keep myself here. For those who struggle, for example, you know, we can just do leg bends. Oh, the leg bends are interesting as well, to be honest, even by themselves. Yes, I feel it's a challenge in itself as well. Feels a bit tight now. Is it tighter than the other side? I don't know. Oh, wow. I might just untighten this a tidbit. Wait. It will come out a little bit. Oh. I'll go back because I feel like it's pulling on my ankle a little bit, slightly. Yeah, so I feel like I've cut a little bit of supply to my ankle. That's a little bit better. All right, good. So I'm trying to not make it too awkward. Good. Lovely. Change side. I want to do a whole sequence as well of stretches that we can do with that. I'm excited as well because I think active flexibility wise, that is going to be delicious. Like loaded stretches. Nice. Okay. So yeah, so I was thinking instantly as well, like hamstring stretch and extending here. So all of that, and even into a straddle, so using that into active stretching. So I think I might do another video for that, just for the stretches, because I was thinking of doing some stretches on the foam as well with them today. But I think today I'm just gonna stick to the workout and then come back for some active flexibility and stretches with the boots. So it'll be quite interesting to explore that as well. All right, let me do my third round and then I'm gonna do another superset and then I'll call it a day. So because this, they do start to feel a little bit tight, but you can loosen them up, I think. So I've been having them for about 10 minutes now. And I already feel like I want to loosen them up a little bit. So not uncomfortable, but definitely you would use them just to do mini workouts like this. Yeah, probably not like full on long workouts. I like that. I'm very pleased with this actually. Oh, I think it's a really nice way to complement your home workout as well. So I think the reason why I feel them becoming a bit uncomfortable is because I've got the legs up in the air as well. So that kind of weights down the foot. Very nice. And other side. Yeah, so mostly hip flexor. Then now we're gonna try to finish with yeah, so I think I'll do an aerial one, a stretchy one, and now this is just like a home workout one. Very nice. Good, so let me finish with, so what I've heard as well that are quite hard are the squats, so leg extension, right? So, and then leg curls. So let me see, come back up. I'm not sure I can be bothered removing them one leg one and then the other. Yeah, so I can feel the blood pulling back down. I think it might be interesting. Let me see, can I do leg extension here? Okay. You can literally sit down in a chair, right? Like a regular leg extension machine. This little seat is a little bit too low, I think, for me to do kind of like leg extension. Actually, not bad. So I think that's what I might do now. I'm gonna sit. But you can do them standing, harder, granted, yeah? But so maybe you hold on to something, we lift, and then we do 1. I think I might just do 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and then what I'm gonna do is curl as well. So, the curls are. So I'm gonna try and keep tucking my tailbone under. See, like 2 kilos is more than enough on this side. 5, good. And then I'm gonna do again leg extension here. Very good as well. Again for straddles, strengthening the quad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So yeah, nothing obviously stops you from investing in just using like cable machines or investing in bands or you know, good ankle weights. But I think these are kind of like next level, quite honestly. The next level kind of skill training, because the weight distributes very differently. I think they're very cool for aerialists too. If you can afford them, they're really cool to have. I'm actually really glad to have them. And I think I'm glad I invested into the dumbbells as well. Because this way I can actually do more of this at home and I don't really have much of an excuse to not do some workouts. 1, 2, I will do some deadlifts as well. I think this is quite nice. 4, 5, yeah, so like sort of deadlifting this way. But when I have 1 foot on, 1 foot off, for this situation. 1, 4, 3, 2, some about 20 minutes, yeah. 1, and then a curl. Yeah, so quite good hamstring, hip flexor. Oh, I think it's really good as well if you've had knee injuries like me. This is very, very good for hamstring rehab, I reckon. And glutes. I felt my glutes in that extension, in the donkey kick when I did extension. Oh, I'm sweltering, it's crazy. All right, let's finish it. Ooh. Obviously, you don't have to like get that leg, right? But you can do this even without, I keep hearing a little cricking my knee. I feel very old. And curl, I'll try and squeeze my glute as well. 4, 3, 2. Yeah, some little leg extension, 1. And last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not bad. One. Last one is hard. That's my non-dominant side. So this is quite interesting. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Very interesting. I'm gonna call it a day now. Yes. Oh, so this is what's cool. All right, so let me take this off. Free myself. Woo. Cool. Very nice. All right. Okay, so that was my first actual official workout, not just trying moves out for my clients. What can I say? Verdict? Okay, so verdict, I think those are really good for training or workout at home. They are very well engineered. They definitely are high quality. Obviously, the material is very high quality. They look like, obviously they're an investment, but for the price you pay, I think you will have, they look like very durable piece of equipment. So all for it. I've been eyeing them myself, just I've been wanting to buy some of this, so I feel like I manifested them sending them to me, quite frankly, which is crazy. I am very happy that I have a pen. And I'd say if you have the money to spare to buy as an aerialist, I would highly recommend. Obviously, I'm going to try with other moves as well. I think what's really cool with it is that you don't have to just use the standard exercise as well, because there's a lot of standard exercise that are on offer. I think what you can do as well is really find ways to be creative with them, and I think this is what I'm excited about. Finding new ways to train with them that are a bit out of the box in terms of thinking, and using them obviously to load my stretches and load my conditioning. So today, as I said, that was just a very basic workout, but like I said, I've been sweating, I felt it. It's there's nothing like it. You won't feel anything like that, even with cable machine and a band or ankle weights. Obviously, cable machines for me are also the next choice, because if you have access to a gym, but this is something else as well, and a very good piece of kit to own if you can afford it. So yes, so thumbs up for me. I would definitely recommend to get some of them. Obviously, the only issue I would have is, again, great at home. Transporting them when I have a whole day of work. Transporting with my clients, I've done it a few times, but it's been a bit more, it's clunky for me to carry around. So this is just the only downside, I would say. As someone who moves around town a lot for my work, I'm sometimes out for the whole day, and having this in my backpack is not the most practical thing to carry around. But apart from that, I can't wait to show you what else I do with them. So stay tuned. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.